White side. Tick that one off. It's about a mile there, mile back, so about obviously 2 miles. I'll be honest with you, I think even these waterproof socks are starting to leak through now. But I'm absolutely so through with the bone now. This waterproof North Face one, mate, absolute shit. You see, I'm starting to get a little bit cold now, so get the shivers. So what I do is just keep pushing on, tip off as many as I can, and then we're just going to have to drop down somewhere out of this. Try and get the tent up, even though it's a little bit too early. It's just going to have to go. Get some dry wool clothes on, get some warm drink I think inside of it. Yeah, so what's happening, people? e.a.p outdoors, and we're back out again. So as always, back out in obviously the fabulous Lake District, my favourite stomping ground. Saturday the 15th of November now. So if anybody did catch the most recent drop when I went out to do the Monster Munch Way, I was here on Monday, just gone, and unfortunately due to a little bit of gear fail, I had to cut the trip short. Got about 13 miles in total out of the full route, but unfortunately some of my waterproofs, they packed in on us. I did forget my waterproof pants, so that was my own fault, and unfortunately I got that cold. I thought it was the point where hypothermia was going to kick in. I stopped recording just after Grassmore until I got back to my car, but it was to the point where like literally my hands were that cold they were starting to curl up a bit.
Let me use my strong hand.
Anymore, and I was just shivering so bad. I couldn't even get the clips open on my bag to get my tent out and get myself a little bit of shelter. So safest option, obviously swallowed my pride and I had to bail. But I'm pleased to say I'm back today. So my plan today is we're going to tick off the rest of this route. I'm not going to be starting right from the beginning again. I am going to head back up the main road where I dropped off last time, which I think was called Force Crag, or Crag Force or something along them lines. But we're going to head back up there, which is quite a steep climb to get back up it. And that'll bring us back out at Eel Crag. Grab some water from the stream there. Going to head on, do the last out and back, which will have one dope and it'll also have whitelist pike. And then we're going to head back to Crag Hill. I'll get me camp in tonight. And then after that, tomorrow morning, we'll be marching straight on to Sale, dropping from there onto Scar Crags. We've got Cozy Pike still to do. We've also got outer side to do as well. We'll be going back up onto Barrow and then around back to the car. And fingers crossed, I'm going to get that breakfast Guinness I always like to talk about. Now, I'm not solo the day. I've got a young John with us today who's decided to come. Matchy. He's dressed in the exact same attire as me by looks. So we're both looking cool. But we'll also have a very special guest with us today. The return of the festive bake. So if you did watch the last video, you'll see I was very upset. I got my first festive bake of the year. I've been waiting 12 months. And my festive bake got absolutely piss wet through. Fell to bits. The bag disintegrated and I was wounded. So I've purposely today we've got another one. We're going to tuck into that shortly. So we're going to get geared up now. Head up the main road. Pushing on to Eel Crag. So I'll bring you back on the trail very soon. Yes, then people, so that's we're finally on the trail. So geared up, ready to go now. So we're just coming through the kind of like the main road through the valley in between the two sides of the Caldale Horseshoe. This is actually on the last video when I had to bail out. I found what I call the fire escape. Quick route out. This is the valley we dropped into, so we're gonna basically retrace my steps from last week without doing Grisdale Pike and that again. But we're gonna be heading up the valley. We're gonna be heading up this crag. I don't know if you can make it out. And that'll basically bring you out to the basic eel pike. Grab a little water at the top, head on up, and then we'll be going out on the last out and back, doing whitelist pike, catching one dope on the way back, and then we'll be coming back to Crag Hill tonight for a camp. Depending on the time, if it's a lot earlier than what we're hoping, might even push on down Sail, and possibly even onto Scar Crag, somewhere like that, and we'll find camp for the night. But obviously, as always, I'm out in the Kuiu Storm Star again tonight. Fingers crossed to actually get the pitch at this time. Young John, he's got his Otimos Nomad with him. First time he's had that out tonight. Bought her a couple of months back, but unfortunately he's not had a chance to use it. So we'll get that up tonight and we'll have a good look at it, because I've actually been quite interested in getting one. I've already got the Otimos sleep system, so perfect little setup if I get the tent to go with it as well. But anybody interested in getting one of them, there is a discount code on the Lake District wild camping and hiking page. That was given from Ben, the owner. That was given to Alan, who runs the page. There's no affiliation through that link, so nobody gets any commission for you using it. But I will drop it in the comments, so if you're thinking about getting something, take a couple of quid off, especially with Christmas coming at the minute. But like I say, we're going to push on up through this valley, get up this steep ascent, and then we'll get to the top. But here's a shout. Right then, people, that's where starting the first part of the ascent there now. So just coming out the valley from down next to the mines. Up that way there you've got, I think that's the side of Grisdale Pike in any case. I know on the first video I came along the top of that. But we're going to be heading up this path here now. Don't know if you can quite make them out. There's a couple of hikers coming down off it there now. Going to push to the top of the waterfall there, over the brow, and then there's quite a steep slog to get up to the top of, the base of Eel Pike. And that's kind of where the gully is, where I dropped down the last time. And you're in between Hopegill Head. You'll have Eel Pike, on your left hand side. We'll be swinging the left there and heading up towards Grassmoor, and then on out there to one open whitelist pike. So just letting John catch up there. But I just a little bit more on the last outing on Monday when I first started this route. Obviously it's an epic route. It's not for the faint-hearted, I can tell you that. Like, it's canny slog. That's not really what got us. It's not like I tried to go beyond my fitness level or anything. Because obviously the conditions were a hell of a lot worse than what I expected. My own stupidity. Didn't check my list properly. Left me waterproofs. Tried testing out a new waterproof that I had. Or at least it states waterproof on the label. But when you research it online, no face state that it's not waterproof. It's water resistant. So a little bit of mis-selling there if you ask me, like. But anyway, I got soaking wet to the bone. And honestly, I got to that point where I was that cold. It didn't matter if I got my tent up. There was no way I was getting warm again that night. And this is kind of what I talk about in some of the other videos of make sure you've got the right gear. Because obviously you can come out here and think it looks absolutely stunning. Bit of a walk in the hills, but mate, if you don't know what you're doing and you haven't got the kit, you're fucked, like. And I honestly thought I was fucked. It got to the point where I said earlier, I felt like my hands weren't operating properly. Touchscreen went off on my phone, so had no access to that. Just simple things like trying to undo a clip on my bag. Couldn't get my finger and thumb to press together. I had gone that numb. And it was to the point where I felt like I was getting colder and colder and colder. It might sound a bit extreme, but that is the signs of hypothermia starting to kick in. And when you're in them situations, it is literally life or death. So, still believe I made the right decision. I got out of there. I didn't have to drag a mountain rescue out to come and get us, thankfully. Would have been the most embarrassing thing, having my face shed all over that. But later say we're heading up the ascent there now. Hopefully we'll be up there soon. and we're going to get that festive bake out. Boosh. Right, just coming up the last part of the ascent there now. So you can actually see Grisdale Pike in the back, which is where I originally came the last time. But this is the last part of the zigzags, which you can't quite make out, but there's the old crag behind us there now. So we're going to be heading up over there. And if you can't make it out, the clag coming over the top looks lush. We're pushing up the crag hill, hopefully camping up there the night. But you can start to see now properly the other side of the Caldale Horseshoe. Absolutely lush, man. Stunning. But wind's slowly starting to get up a little bit now, so it is starting to get a little bit colder. So no mistakes like the last time. I think I'm going to start getting my jacket on. And I've just thought as well, I'm not taking any risks this week. So I was that worried about my festive bake. I've actually put a little waterproof jacket on my festive bake as well this week. It's got its own little Ziploc bag on, making sure it stays in perfect condition for the night. Cannot wait. But we should be up there probably in the next 15 minutes, and then we'll have a look about when we get to the top. True Lake District fashion. Oh, the wind's come flying in again. Just starting to rain a little bit, so waterproof straight on this time. Still an absolute awesome view. Like, John actually looks a little bit like a ninja turtle at the minute. Oh, freezing. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, heels in a half shell, turtle power. Yes, and people, so we finally made it back up. So this is exactly where I had to bail from the last time. Don't know if you can quite see, but that path there takes you up to kind of the base of Grassmore. Bear off to the right, and then you've got Eel Crag to this side, or Crag Hill, whichever one you want to call it. That's as far as I got the last time, when it basically just got too much. I dropped it here, and then I headed back down there, and that's a bit we've just been climbing up, and that was the quickest route back to the car, as opposed to kind of pushing on back over here and up over Grisdale Pike. But yeah, so we're gonna fill up a little bit of water here again, just like we did the last time, and then we'll be pushing on to Whiteless Pike. But now it's opened up a little bit more. I'm just going to show you something. Spin you round. There's quite a few people there when they watch my videos and they see when I've got the Insta 360 camera out. They think obviously the routes I'm doing, it's not quite so high, it's not quite so steep. I think it's a bit of a trick of the camera. Obviously the 360 cameras, they do obscure the view a little bit. But anybody that thinks that that ridgeline there isn't high, isn't steep, or isn't dangerous, think again, man. But that's where I was on the last video, where the winds was coming in well over 40 miles an hour, and I put the anemometer up and it literally blew us off my feet. So again, anybody that thinks it's just a brisk walk through the hills is our absolute madman. It can get dangerous out here. But I mean, I'm not looking for any awards, but if you do want to nominate us for a Pride of Britain award, you can do it online. Excellent. But yeah, man, like I say, we're gonna grab a bit of water now, push on up there, and then we'll have a bit crack at the top in a bit. Boing.
It's been 4 weeks since you called, and I've been waiting here for you all along. I've been waiting here for you all along. did you go? I wonder if you found what you're looking for. Wonder if you found what you're looking for. I hope it's not too late. I want you back here with me.
The Barbie here is for the win. Oh, we'll win this page here now. Just go up in the court, the head or something shite my cotton anyway. I didn't know who fucking Dave talked this, but anyway. Wireless pipes, but it's up down there now. Get out to that one, I think I'm with 5 or 6 or something from the last route. Then I'm gonna come all the way back up, putting under one door. Absolute class, dude. But I didn't quite see it. You've got Sheffield pipe over there. Cut that, that's big. There's one in the clag up there. That one's killer. Absolutely class up there. That's where I've done the Wainwrights camp for the raising the funds for the mountain rescue earlier this year. Absolute fit pools that raised over, I think 10-15 pounds organised by 54 degrees north. Check his channel out. Absolute class. But that's the summit I nominated. That's what I put down. But the views up there are absolutely spectacular. And again, you can't quite see, but it's got great cable in that background. Views up here, unreal. Absolutely. From the corner down here, from the arm over there, from Ninja Turtle. I'm going to push on now. Here's a shout too.
Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. 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 I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in 2 separate worlds. Come back to me, say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go.
Number 6 of 12, officially halfway. Oh, whitelist pike, number 6. So, dropped off the top of that one there to come down. Now we're going to get all the way back up there, pretty much as quick as we can. Push onto Wand Up, and then from Wand Up, that's when we'll be heading back to Crag Hill. It's like 3:15 now. The sun's due to set at 4:10, so we've got less than an hour to try and get there before dark if we can. It's not the end of the world if we don't. It's just a nightmare putting your tent up in the dark trying to find a pitch. But yeah, man. But one last look at them views. Woo-hoo. Unbelievable. But yeah, like I say, we've got no time to hang around, so we're going to push straight back on now. Straight back from the Wayward Cape. And hopefully we'll get there nice and quick. Fucking hell! So much for 5 miles on the wind! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Sorry for swearing. Sorry, Nana. Get that done. Can't you get that? The Ninja Turtle's not very happy I got his little slim trip and fall on video. Yari John. Good man. Our John indoors. He went flat on his back, bless him. That's his new name. Calls himself John Outdoors. Check him out on TikTok. He's never been in the house for about 6 months. Don't use his camp gear. So our John indoors. He's back outdoors. It's definitely not 5 mile an hour wind. Don't even say it, 2 minutes. Highest gust coming in at just under 55 miles an hour. Mental. Yes. 7 of 12. One up. Whoa. That was a killer lot. Coming for a wireless pike. All the way back up Third Gill Head Man. What a shit name. All the way up that. To the top of Wando. Fuck me. Absolute killer. Right. Continuing on. Dropping down Crag Hill. I think that's where we're going to camp tonight. We'll see what it's like getting out the wind. But great, over 50 mile an hour gusts before, mental. So we'll see if it's still a bit exposed down there. We'll try and find somewhere a little bit more sheltered. I've got no doubt the tents will stand up to it, but obviously John's not had a chance to actually get his Otimos Nomad out before, apart from in the garden. So we're trying to set it up to strong winds. Also, not really sure what it can actually handle. But yeah, so like I say, we're going to push on now down the Crag Hill. Dark starting to set in a little bit. Don't know if the camera does it justice. But yeah, get down there, get set up, we'll get into some warm gear. We get a naughty cover on it. So, finally made it to Crag Hill. We've just been up the summit there, but the wind's coming over the top's quite strong, so just dropped back off a little bit, just down the back side of it, just trying to find somewhere a little bit more sheltered from the wind. Also looking for a bit of 4G coverage as well, so I can try and watch a boxing tonight. There's Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank. The fight that's dividing the nation, I reckon. Personally, I hope Conor Ben wins, like, because I can't stand Chris Eubank, like, I'm not gonna lie, he's an arrogant man. Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna try and see if we can find somewhere a little bit flat. Get with tent set up. It's on a bit of a slope here, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. So find somewhere now, get these tents out, get that cooker on the go. And that's what up, people. Sorted. Not bad timing as well. Sun's basically gone now. Obviously clouds rolling in, getting a little bit cold, damp. But John's just putting the last of his guidelines out there on the Otimos as well. It's not a bad little shelter, to be honest. I didn't quite make it out. But yeah, man. Good little setup, that. Not bad. Right, I'm gonna get packed inside, get some of these clothes off, get a little bit of the warmer gear on, and then I'll stick the kettle on, and then we'll have a bit crack. Right then, people. That's we're in and set up. Thank God. Absolutely freezing out there now. It was only forecast to be sort of around about 5 mile an hour winds. But as you've seen on the way up, we're getting well over 50 at some points. I tested before with the anemometer, sorry. We're still getting speeds of kind of, you know, over 20, 25 mile an hour, gusting in and out. But we're inside now. Got all the down gear on, getting nice and warm. I've already had the kettle on. Got my JSI mug with us today. So I've got myself a nice little cup of soup with some croutons inside. But we've got the Pierre Resistance, the festive bake. So the plan is we're going to have a little donkey dunk inside of there. And as I told you, put its own little waterproof jacket on this week. Make sure we didn't get a repeat of the last time. I was absolutely wounded. Not even kidding, I could have cried. Devastated. All I wanted was that festive bake last time, and I didn't get it. But I like to say we're going to have myself a cup of soup, sorry. Can't get my words out tonight, man. Have myself a little cup of soup. Get myself warmed up with that festive bake. And I want to get a cuppa on as well. But I've got all the monkey socks on the washing line there, drying out. I've got John out the back. I don't know if I can see him there. There he's John. Hello. The Ninja Turtle is inside his shell. Right, it's like an absolute shit tip in the air at the minute. Got stuff all over. So like I say, I'm going to get myself some scran, get this festive bacon as chill out for 5. I've got my little trusty radio with us. So I'm going to get a couple of tunes on, sit and listen to them for 5, get myself a cup on that and get warmed up. And then I'll get you a shout in 5. Swear to God, if you've never had a festive bake, mate, you're missing out so much. Unreal. It's like turkey, cranberry, stuffing. Probably doesn't look the best in there. Don't know if you can see that. But mate, absolutely banging. I love cranberry sauce as well. Yeah, I swear to God though, right? Only thing is, can you see that? There's fucking crumbs everywhere, man. It's the only thing we're eating these, you're just like crumbs everywhere, flaking all over. But honestly, man, dipped in the air, cup of soup, banging. Naughty. Absolutely lush. Like I say, if you haven't tried it, get amongst it. Banging.
Portugal, after the campsite she was staying in was hit by a suspected tornado caused by Storm Claudia. The A.p. in their Autumn International in Twickenham. In Cardiff, it's Wales 7, Japan 7. Have a key game away to Greece this evening. That's
Hot up, boys. Before we go there, though, let's play some Sabrina Carpenter. Because she is the lady of the moment. Here's Tears.
3 hours of your favourite tunes.
So then, all tucked up, nice and warm. Second cuppa on the go. Nice little chocolate orange mocha. Got one of them Nescafe, I think it was a salted caramel latte or something. Mixed that with a chocolate orange hot chocolate. Probably doesn't sound very appealing, but I can tell you now, absolutely banging. Really, really nice. Spot on. So I've got my trusty little X-Boil with us today. So I've actually got a few different ones of these. So they come in various different sizes. So you've actually got to buy the windshield for the size of your pot. So I've got an MSR Titan kettle, I think it is as well, which is a 900ml kettle, titanium kettle. So obviously I've got the the bigger version, but this is my ultralight edition one. And it goes with the Torx 450ml mug as well. Just sits in there, you know, so you're spot on. And then you get the alcohol burner as well. So obviously you get them from Outdoor Gear Essentials. So that's the one I've mentioned before previously in some of my videos. Again, I've got no affiliation with them whatsoever. No commission. All right. But absolute mint piece of kit. So it's kind of got some fiberglass inside. You've probably seen these before. But essentially what happens is you can, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let us just pop you down and I'll show you. Let's see if I can get you set up. There we go. Yeah, so obviously your bioethanol or your meth, whichever one you want to use. I prefer this one. But yeah, you basically just put it in like that. The good thing with these ones, if you haven't seen these before, you literally, the fuel does not come out. So if that was there late and you accidentally knocked it over, it's not going to spill and basically set your whole tent on fire. So you get these little bottles with them. I think these ones are, they are 30ml. I've measured it out, so it turns out that 15 millilitres of bioethanol will boil around about 350 to 400ml of ice cold water. No problem whatsoever. So I normally get 2 cups out of that at least in any case. Got my bigger bottle as well, which is 250ml. Probably way more than what I probably need for this trip, but just with it being the colder weather, I do always like to have that little bit extra, even just in case I need to boil some water during the night. You know, if you get cold, even if you're just drinking plain boiled water, need cups of tea, hot chocolate on out like that, just a little something to warm you up. But yeah, like I say, I mean, decent piece of kit, and the X-Boils. I've got 3 or 4, as I say, various different sizes. I'll tell you what I do like about it is the kind of the wavy effect on the top, almost like a shark fin. So you can actually put a bigger pot on top or a frying pan as well. So I've got my little fire maple frying pan, non-stick one. That sits on top of them, no problem. But mint piece of kit, these. I can't remember the exact weight. I will stick it on the screen, as always. But yeah, I mean, the weight, absolutely nothing. So this one, 75ml to 85ml ultralight. It is made of titanium. Your little hooks, your little pot stands. So to pack them away, all 3 of them do, if I can get the lid off. Oh, you bugger. There you go. Hands are cold. So basically they're just sitting there. All 3 of them are lined up. And the lid literally just goes on top. So you can keep a little bit of alcohol inside of these, but I'll be honest, they don't have a seal around the tops of here. So obviously, you know, if you put too much in, it may leak out. As much as I'm saying that won't pour it out, if you do overfill it, then of course it will do. But like I say, comparing it like my Trangia, I do like using alcohol in the colder weather. Obviously the gas, you know yourself, even if it's got a regulator on the actual burner itself, the pressure does seem to die down a little bit, but that obviously doesn't happen with the alcohol. And I mean, to be fair, with a bio, sorry if there's a break in the video there. Fucking typical. Battery died. So yeah, so as I was saying, and obviously with the bio as well, it's probably going to prove us wrong now. It's been open for so long. But usually, there you go, lights pretty quick. And then just blow it out, and that's you done. But I'd say it's absolutely spot on. Like I say, I mean, if I put around about 15ml in there, possibly 20 maximum, and I put in there about 350ml, which is around about what you need for any sort of cuppa or even a dehydrated meal. Takes around about, depending on the temperatures, possibly about 5 minutes to sort of boil that off, 4 to 5 minutes. I'll be honest, even if I use me 900ml, there's times I've had boils like nearly of a litre, sort of in the 6 minutes. It's more than the summer when obviously the water's a little bit warmer as well. With the ultralight one, you do get a smaller burner than this one that comes with it. Normally I would just use that one with it, but it does take a little bit longer to burn. Just with it being the colder weather, obviously you want to get the water boiled up as quick as you possibly can. So this is actually off one of my bigger ones. It's not as fuel efficient as probably the smaller little burner, even though the smaller burner takes longer. Obviously it doesn't burn as hot, so it doesn't obviously burn out as quick, you know. But yeah, like I say, anybody looking for an alcohol stove, absolutely spot on. Check them out. Outdoor Gear Essentials, absolutely class. Once again, no affiliation with Colin whatsoever. He's just a top bloke that I've used for quite a number of my products and my orders and that, and it's always decent gear, you know. He's got another one on sale at the minute as well, which is the 3FUL one. I'm forgetting the name and the model. I'll stick that up as well. But it's a little bit like the Storm and Norman cone, you know, essentially with a pot on top, and obviously the two-piece cone titanium. Looks absolutely class. I think it's about 70-80 quid for the full setup. I've seen a couple of little reviews on them ones. I'll be honest, they do seem like a good bit of kit. A couple of downsides for me, as opposed to using this. I can use any type of pot I want that will fit inside of there. But these type of pots don't fit in the 3UFL ones. It's got to be more kind of like the flat bottom ones that's got the pull-out handles at the top, as opposed to further down the side, because obviously it won't slide down into the funnel or the cone. There is a UK brand as well. Again, as always, I'm forgetting the fucking name of them as well. But my pal Scott, he's got one of them. To be honest, absolute mint bit of kit as well. So if the 3UFL one works just as good, it is a little bit cheaper. My plan with that one is, looking at the reviews, I've seen the burner that you get with that one. It's nowhere near as good as this, so the chances are possibly going to give one a try soon. But I think I'll probably just keep my X-Boil burner, stick that inside the cone, and I'll just use this puck instead, because I know these work basically. But yeah, man. But like I say, check them out, give them a try. Get a look at John's little Otimos here. Gone. Not a bad little setup, to be honest. I know there's plenty of videos of this going around on YouTube already, to be fair, like Facebook and things like that, but to be fair, like, it's a mint little setup. I know a lot of people say don't compare it to the Zulu, but for me, like, it's definitely got the stance of a Zulu, or very, very similar. But it's a mint little bit of kit. How are you liking it, John?
That's alright.
Yeah, spot on.
Half the price.
Try not to blind you. I know, it's not bad for the price. Let's have a look at your little hovel in here, mate. What? There you go. It's got the Rab 900 down sleeping bag. Looks very familiar, that, John. Where'd you get that, bad lad?
Swapsies.
Swapsies. Aye, stole that off me. John's also packing the Firmarest Neo Loft as well. Got the e.a.p kit foil mat underneath just for that little bit of extra protection. But aye, spot on. Decent little bit of kit. But when I was talking about the alcohol stoves before as well, I said I've got the MSR Titan Kettle 900. John's actually got one as well. Ironically, bit of a theme. He likes to copy everything I buy. Isn't that right, John?
Aye.
Nah, but listen, absolutely mint them. Built a little bit of kit. Obviously 900mm titanium. Absolutely class. But good little setup. He's obviously rocking the little BRS stove as well. Me personally, I think the fucking shit. Terrible. The loudest thing I've ever bought one of them. Rapid boil, like, boils your water in seconds, like, but nah, not for me, mate. But aye, mint little setup this, pal.
Yeah, Charles.
You liking it?
No.
Yeah, man.
That one.
Aye, there's my little setup. Also got the Neo Loft with us again. Compressible pillow. Again, foil mat, just that little bit of extra protection. And of course, my favourite, one of my best buys ever, my enlightened equipment quilt. The Revelation goes down to -6. It is due to drop into the minus tonight, so we'll see what it's actually like, because I've never had it out as far down as that yet. So I'm hoping it works all right and it lives up to its name. If not, I won't be happy, mate. But I was going to bring me Rab 1100 tonight, but I thought, nah, I'll just chance it, see what it's like. But yeah, man, spot on. Right, I want to jump off so I can get myself a bit chill. I want to get some food down us, little snacks, and then get a little bit of the boxing on, and I'll catch up with you later.
Slip and fall on my head. A bit of trail running.
For me later.
Look at that view.
Custy, scran is ready. Oh yes. Doesn't look too bad.
What's that way?
Looking nice. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it looks like. I fucking eat this one all the time. Unreal. But that's what I'd say with the old pepperoni in there, if you can see it. What? Just dropped a bit. Bastard. Put that in there. 10-second rule. Oh, 5 second in, yeah, mate. 10-second rule. Skinned. Spot on that, like.
Inside the tent. In fact, it's so warm tonight, I'm not even gonna zip up the sleeping bag. I'm just gonna unzip it, open it up, and wear it.
Like I say, the spot on by the cell, but having that little extra something in, nice. I like a bit of spice in my food as well, like, so for the weight of them, absolutely nothing. I think when before you put the water in, they are 150 grams, weighs nothing. 600 calories in a pack as well. So, especially if you're doing like a long distance hike, or multi-days, couple of them in your bag, absolutely spot on to fill you right up as well, to be honest. 9 times out of 10, I can't eat a full one. Yeah, they're that filling. But I'm going to get tucked into this, watch a little bit more YouTube. I was meant to be watching the boxing tonight, but me app, unfortunately, isn't working. So I think I'm just going to get this scran in, take off a couple more videos on here that I've got downloaded. Going to get my head down for the night. It's, what time is it? Just coming up to 9:30 now, so probably get my head down about 10:30, 11 o'clock or something. But I'm going to jump off for now and get this downers and chill, and we'll see you in the morning in a bit. Yes, good morning, people. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. Made it through the night. It is fucking freezing. So temperature's got down to literally 0 degrees last night. The enlightened equipment quilts seem to keep us toasty warm, to be quite honest. I've still got my down pants on underneath here as well, like. But now I'm out of the quilt a little bit. It's cold, that's for sure. But I'll let's see if I can spin you around as well. Got up this morning and tent's completely crystallised over. Frozen. Oh. Had a little look outside. It's a bit frosty, but it is clear skies, so looks like the clag is cleared. So I'm gonna get the kettle on, get myself a cuppa made and get some of this packed down, and then we'll see if John's still alive or if he's vigorously warming himself up still in his tent. And then we'll be hitting the trail again, and then we'll be going on to sail. And hopefully boxing off the rest of the Cold Ale Horseshoe without any problems. But wind was pretty flat throughout the night compared to what it was on the way up yesterday, thankfully. So got a full night's sleep, didn't wake up once. Other than this morning, I think it was about 4:30, 4:45 or something it was. Woke up a little bit chilly, but that was because I'd kind of kicked the quilt off a little bit. Didn't have it fastened at the bottom. But now it's back on, it's nice and toasty, so get a cuppa made and then we'll catch up shortly.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Right then, that's all packed up. You know the score, leave no trace. That's where I was. That's where Jonkles was. Note left behind. apart from the will to live. Right, we're gonna set off now, head up, bottom of the top there, Crag Hill, Eel Crag, whichever one you want to call it. Now we'll be dropping down onto Seal, and then say from Seal onto Scar Crags, Cozy Pike, double back a little bit on the outer side, back up onto Barrow, and then back to the car. Straight home for a naughty Sunday dinner. Belter. Look at them views, man. Absolutely stunning, man. Unreal. See Grassmore behind us there. You've got Pillar right over the back. Unreal. There's the Scarfell range over that way. Stunning. But like I say, we're gonna motor on. So I'll jump off for now. Catch you on the trail.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it.
Oh, 8 of 12. Seal. Woo. Gonna push on down to Cozy Pike now. Get that one ticked off. Get on the outer side. And then back up for Barry. But look at that, man. 360-degree views. Unreal. What do you think of that, John? Unreal.
No bit honest than the more.
Honey, put your phone down. I know you've been hurting. This
Oh. 9 of 12. Scar Crags. Oh man. Absolutely stunning this. Honestly, where else would you want to be, man, on a Sunday morning? This is exactly what it means to be alive.
And your chest is set on fire, but I promise you there's nothing but a cold-hearted liar.
10 of 12. Cozy Pike. Wash. 2 more to go. On the outer side now. And then down to Barra. That'll be the last one on this route. Thank God. Oh. No time to piss about. Straight on to the next one.
Maybe one day you'll cross paths, and you both got new haircuts, and the jacket you used to borrow on someone else's shoulders. Maybe then the nights are clear, and your heart is set on fire, but I promise you there's nothing but a cold.
11 of 12 is done. Outer side. Didn't bother recording at the top. It was like 8-9 people taking photos and that as if they were on top of fucking Helvellyn. So I'll be honest, I felt like a twat getting my camera out. But our John can confirm that we have done it before any haters say, "You're a lying bastard." Think what you want, it's done, it's on my map. Oh. So pushing on now, down to Barra. Oh my God, on to the last one, and that'll be 12 of 12. Finally complete. Boom. you know what I absolutely hate? When you say morning to the hiker and they don't say morning back. And that's what we're done, people. 12 of 12. Barrow. Final one. Well, I'm pleased to say I actually survived it. Took me 2 attempts, but obviously, as I'm sure you've noticed from the first video, everything didn't go to plan. But I'm happy to say we've now completed it. But what a way to finish a video, man. Unreal. Absolutely stunning. Got Keswick down there in the background, down water, Blencathra, the Skiddaw range with Ulloch Pike and Dodd, and obviously the start of the Coaldale Horseshoe, Bassingthwaite in the background. Absolutely unreal. But thank you to everyone who stuck around till the end of the video. It means a lot. If anyone thinks there's a more epic route in the Lake District than this exact one, drop it in the comments, let us know. Maybe that'll be my next route to take on. Who knows what'll happen. But like I say, if you like the content, hit the like and subscribe button. Helps the channel to grow. Doesn't cost you anything for pressing that button, but I'd really appreciate it. But for now, that's e.a.p Outdoors, over and out.